Oh no. Alright, we do. Oh god, nobody wants to see me. Okay, I gotta swap around these HDMI cables real quick. Everybody can hear though, I think, hopefully. One moment. That's all gonna be all over the place. Oh no.
Did I hook it up wrong?
Yeah, you did.
Shame.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, we can see you now.
Oh, great.
Okay. Here we go. Jump scare. Oh, jeez. Man, I resized this window. Whoops.
Can you tell that we just completed our Friday's video not that long ago?
All right, I think somebody said you look creepy. Brandon said you look creepy.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
A shame.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I didn't have my game face on. You all right?
I think so.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to join us this evening. First of all, I want to apologize to everybody concerning last Wednesday on our scheduled time frame that we had for our patron-only live stream. It was kind of an emergency situation in our family. Obviously, a member of my wife's family passed away, so I wanted to take a moment just to explain that, because I had quite a few folks messaging me and in Discord and other things. How can they help? And there's a lot going on there. And one thing that I absolutely appreciate, and my wife's not here at the moment, she'll be back. Trenton Center actually on a candy run, if you can believe that or not.
No, she's buying, it's not just me, she's buying lottery tickets. It's not my fault.
She's hung up on this lottery stuff. I don't ever do it, but she does it, so it's up to her. But she's not here at the moment, but I know I can and speak for her as well, as we were very touched by all of you, honestly, and all the prayers and the well wishes and the messages, and it was very, very kind. But what happened was my wife's nephew passed away, and I think Trenton, I know Trenton, did you even ever meet him before?
Once.
You met him once.
Yeah.
I never have. I've never met him. His name was Michael. I think he was in his late 30s, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure he was in his mid to late 30s, somewhere in there. But Michael carried a lot of demons through his lifetime. He unfortunately had a lot of addiction issues with drugs and so forth. And so he led, in my understanding, again, I never met him, but in my understanding, he led kind of a very tumultuous life. So last week, when I put the message out to everybody, what had happened is that he was coming home. I don't really specifically remember what, it might have been Tuesday going to Wednesday or Monday going to Tuesday, but it was around a 3 a.m. time frame. He was going home, and he was driving at an extremely high rate of speed, and he lost control of his vehicle and he hit a tree. So unfortunately, because of that car accident, he passed away, from what I understand, almost instantly from his injuries. And it was extremely difficult for her side of the family. For those of you that may not know a lot of our history, Trenton is actually my stepson, but we don't go with that stuff around here. I have Kyle, Corey, and Kayla, and then there's Trenton and Raquel on my wife's side, and we don't do that here. We don't go with that. His, hers things are all our kids, and my wife and I both are on the same wavelength with that, so they're all our kids. But I've been dating Rebecca for 20 years ago. We've been married 15 years. And I do know her direct relatives, but there's some of the folks out there that I haven't met, and he was one of them. So her sister was actually living in Florida, and her husband, which is not Michael's father, but her and her husband. I don't know if it was Michael's father even. Is he living at the time or something? I'm not sure. I don't know the answer to that question. So I just stay off of that. If your mom was here, she would know. But I guess it's really not even that important. But her and her husband at the moment drove up here and made arrangements, but it was a very small gathering for the funeral process, and she wanted only direct relatives, and that's it, and their spouses. So if there were 10 or 12 people at the little funeral gathering, that was probably tops. And so because of the situation and how she, Michael's mother, wanted to handle it, there was no need for helping in a lot of the ways that you had asked if you could do. It was very touching, and my wife especially appreciated it more than you know. So it was a sad time. I just hope I hope he's at peace. I didn't know the man. I really didn't, so I can't say anything more than that. So, but that is the reason why we had to cancel last week. So thank you so much for your patience. It was just an impossibility for me to be here for the live stream last week on Wednesday. But we are here now. So I do thank you for that. One thing I do want to bring up, Trenton, really quickly is Facebook. Of course, for those of you, who follow us on Facebook, I pretty much control Facebook. Trenton's not a social media kind of guy. He just doesn't get into it. So I do my best to handle Facebook and Instagram. But last night, Trenton, before I went to bed, I mean, somebody from somewhere thought it'd be fun to just bombard our site with spam.
What site? Facebook?
Facebook,
okay.
SLB Facebook site. And it was just everywhere. So I tried to block and delete as much as I could. And when I got up in the morning, there was at least 30 that I blocked last night and deleted. There's probably 20 more early this morning. So everybody had a heyday with that. I had a few people messaging me. My wife's best friend Jill was texting her, letting her know. I do the best I can with that to keep up with it. I swear to you, Facebook is ridiculous with spam, and they never do anything about it. I have reported it 5,000 times. If you go back, if you're on Facebook and you go back to the post I put out on this bottle here, when our good friend Eric gave me this bottle for my birthday, this Russell's Reserve Single Rickhouse here, the CNF. There's like 900 comments on that post alone.
What?
I will bet you 800 minimum was spam.
What do they say?
That I've deleted and or blocked. It's all the same stuff, and the folks that are on the Facebook, they know they're always trying to get you to come into their bourbon group. Join us in our bourbon lovers group. You know, and once you get in there, they're going to try to sell you something or try to get you money, and it's just somebody trying to rip you off in some form or fashion. So beware of anybody in Facebook. Anything shows up like that at all about join this, buy this, whatever, it is a spam. It is people that want to take your money and rip you off. So be careful for that. I'm actually almost contemplating and not even doing Facebook anymore. Instagram, I've had zero problems with that. And what really is weird about that is you told me they're owned by, it's the same thing, Facebook and Instagram. And why is Instagram so much better with spam and Facebook's not? I don't know.
It was the Nigerian prince, probably. They're sitting on a $10 million fortune, and all you need to give them is your social security number, your mom's maiden name, and the name of your first pet, and where you went to elementary school.
I really try my hardest to get them off there as absolutely as soon as I can. And I literally, by the hundreds, have deleted spam. And I don't even really post that much on Facebook, so that'll tell you that. So beware. Just beware on that one. I just wanted to bring that up real quick for those of you that follow us on Facebook. Instagram, haven't had a problem. And YouTube's been better, Trenton. Have you noticed that? Trent and I, 6 months, a year ago, were deleting spam constantly on YouTube.
YouTube's gotten a lot better.
YouTube has attacked it. I appreciate that. When you report it and everything, eventually they've kind of fought back on that, and it's helped out tremendously. Facebook, they just don't care. You report it till you're, till the cows come home, and it doesn't matter. It's just
Facebook or Instagram's more popular, I believe, so that's probably why. Hopefully the focus is better.
Oh,
who said that?
Focus? I
don't want to be that guy. Javier, if Let me know if the focus is a bit. It looks a little bit better, but it's hard to tell on this side because the aspect ratio is a little bit smaller. Yeah, if any comment, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you get a text or an email or anything, the only time we're ever going to say join our group or to check out our giveaway or anything is going to be on the video, and it's going to be a link in the description or in the comments.
Yes.
Pinned by us. When I say comments, so maybe a slippery slope there, but it's going to be pinned by us. We have a little check mark next to our name and everything, and just don't be aware because there's a lot of that spam and crap out there. So we don't want you guys being a part of that or getting screwed because somebody made a very convincing link or anything like that. So just be safe out there.
Yep, no doubt about it.
What?
Well, we've got several things to go over today, and one thing at the very end that I want to do over here myself, which I think is really, really neat. So we are going to be choosing a barrel. Two. I knew one for sure, but I guess now we're doing two.
Well, we just we tried something else out on Discord the night of our Bourbon Madness live stream. Okay. There's something called Stages, which I guess is more of a platform for a Q&A. It's still in Discord, but what we can do is kind of host a small, I guess it's a smaller live stream on Discord, and we can invite people to come in, and there's a chat and all this stuff. So it's kind of it's kind of like what we're doing now, just in Discord. Yeah. And we had to get a submission for a Wild Turkey rye barrel pick, and I've had it for like 3 weeks, and I've been kind of going back and forth and everything, and we finally solidified that. What was that, last week? Yep. But it was cool because we had about 40 or 50 people on the Discord, and we were all just kind of chatting and everything, just trying some different barrels. It was me, Kent, Michelle, and Kurt, and it was just cool. So we saved, what are we doing, a tumbling dice, and this actually wasn't even planned. I just wore this today. But we're also doing another...
Yeah, you just brought them in tonight.
Old Forester pick, but this one is 100 proof. So it's not the cast strength, it's the black label. I've never done a barrel pick of this before, and I have one that I think you gave me, but it's weird because it's 90 proof. So I opened one of these during a work meeting. I hope my boss is not a patron and is listening to that, but I didn't drink it. I just gave it a quick whiff, and I about fell out of my seat. It smelled so good. So we're gonna do tumbling dice. We're gonna do Old Forester.
Looking forward to that.
And whatever else you guys want to talk about for the next 45 minutes to an hour.
Yep. Quickly, I do want to also extend our thanks to everybody that was involved helping us with the Bourbon Madness tournament.
Yes,
we had a blast doing it. That's a fact. I will tell you this too: if any of you who were winners of our bracket challenge, I don't know if any of them out you are, but if you are, David from Glens Creek Distillery has offered to send us a 200 milliliter bottle of the OCD5 Premium, which was the winner for both Trenton and I of the tournament, to give away to all 6 of the winners. So not only will they get in the bottle that they signed up for, that we told them they'd get for their placing, but they're also going to get a 200 milliliter bottle of the OCD5 Premium, which was very kind of David to do. So very neat. And we did try to get a premium pick. We did. David kind of laughed at us, to tell you the truth. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. What's your mom always say? You don't ask, you don't know. You don't ask, you don't get. But that's it, man. I was talking to him, I think it was late last year, and we were trying to figure out a distribution method, since their distribution is a bit small, for 2 of the OCD number 5 barrels. Still a very good pick. I will say it's not the premium, but the OCD number 5 is still incredible, so we're going to do 2 of those. And we'll talk about some more picks we have coming up here towards the end once we get through all this stuff. Yeah, we can talk while we're tasting this stuff too if you want. I'm going to have to get glasses on, buddy, because we're going to... Do you got another pad somewhere? Here. Let me just do this for you. I think Kent took the pad with him when he was here. Kent was here a little earlier too. He's not here now. Oh, was he? Kent gets up like at 3 o'clock in the morning to go to work, so he was here a little earlier. Him and I and Jay were on a phone call discussing. That's what I wanted to talk about. Thank you for jogging my memory. You did it without even knowing it. Yeah, good, so good on me. You can pour this a little bit, and if you want to keep this in order of some sort, so we know where we're at. So, but they were discussing the charity golf outing that we have coming up. Do you remember the date? May
24th.
Okay, May 24th. It's all right here. I just gotta get my glasses on. My apologies. I got them on notes down here, but the registration deadline to get into the golf outing is going to be April 19th. So if you're interested, please remember that. However, right now we are looking at a possible roughly 70 more folks that could join us that we have room for. So as of Monday, I didn't even talk about you about this yet, but on Monday, I am going to mention it in our regular YouTube video about our golf outing. And so that other folks within our YouTube community might have a chance to go as well, if they so choose to do so. But I wanted to make sure that our patrons had first opportunity. So that's why I wanted to let you know. Come Monday, we're going to mention it in the video. So think about it. If you can't make it, I completely understand. That's not an issue. I just want to make sure you had first opportunity. Come Monday, we're going to be, seeking other people who might be willing to join us for that day for suicide awareness. Every dime, every penny that we have that'll be coming to us from that golf outing will be donated to suicide awareness. So there you go.
And I will put another post out sometime this week, just as how you can get in contact. Because what's nice about this one is our good friend Jay is handling all of it. Yeah. Him and Kent have done pretty much all of the legwork to get this thing done.
Jay's done quite a bit right now, but Kent's back from Myrtle Beach now, so he's kicking in. Him and Jay were like, boom, 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 boom. These guys know golf outings like the back of their hands. So.
And I've never even done one. So
that's why you weren't invited to the call.
I know. Well, I had meetings all day, so I wouldn't have made it anyways. But May 24th, we do realize that is Memorial Day. It's a lot of times where people get together with friends and family and do a little bit of celebrating. So
absolutely,
that's the best we could have done with the date, and I think that's one we all agreed on. So I wish it could have been on a weekend so more people could join us. I get that, taking off a day during the week, especially maybe the day before for travel and everything, is difficult. Some people might not be able to do it. But I will make sure to post the channels and every other thing for people that want to donate. Even if you're not able to make it, because the goal here is to raise as much as possible for a good cause.
Now, are you going to post the flyer that comes with it? That Jay?
I can post the flyer.
Yeah, do that too, because for the folks out there that might have been wondering, you can also join us for the dinner if you're not a golfer. If you're not a golfer, we already have a good handful of people that are coming just to enjoy the day with us. And or the dinner in the evening, because that's a separate thing that Jay has handled as well. So they have an additional, I don't know how many people, quite a few that are able to come just for the dinner too. So and
I'm not a the last time I golfed was 2 or 3 years ago, and I am not a sports or athletic person at all. So we have a designated divot filler that's going to be following me around the whole time to make sure we don't screw up the course too bad, and we can assign some to other people. Don't feel bad. It's all for fun. It's not a professional kind of golf outing or anything. If you're on the fence because you're not a golfer, give it a shot anyways. If you got a pair of clubs sitting in the corner, give it a shot. Can't be as bad as me. I'll promise you that much.
It was me, Grandpa Paul, and Trenton last time he went golfing.
That was at Black Rock? No, where was that in South Bend?
Blackthorn.
Blackthorn.
That was Blackthorn.
That was bad. It was also 100 degrees outside. So dude, it was horrible.
The truth of it all, Grandpa Paul can whip us both, so it doesn't matter.
Dude, he was swearing and all this stuff the whole time, and he God bless me, brought a cooler of Verner's, and within an hour it was warm and nasty. It was so hot out. It was rough.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time.
All right. Well, this is Tumbling Dice. This is what is it? 6 year. So these were all barreled on 1/30 of 2018. So these are all 6 year and 3 month. Or so.
And dude, I love Tumbling Dice. I picked up that one store pick a couple of years ago, just over into Michigan. I forgot, it's Lakeland Liquors, if my mind's right. But I walked in for something else because I saw they had it advertised and they didn't have it around us. So my wife's out of town and I took the little trip up there and I got it. And he was telling me about it. So I picked it up from him and I loved it. It was fantastic. Now, I did notice, Trent, I didn't see an actual mash bill on here. But
Should all be 75, 21, 4.
yeah, I was going to say, Tumbling Dice is a high rye mash bill. So the rye in here is 21% in the recipe for this bourbon. So keep that in mind too, because I know some folks have told me they don't really lend towards bourbons that have higher rye content
and that's
in the
fair.
mash bill, and that's fair. Yeah, whatever you like. But
Yeah.
I think they do a great job, and this one's one that's not going to be super expensive either.
Yeah, and if you guys have any questions about the golf outing, Jay is in the chat, so if you want to shoot him some questions, I just see somebody asked what the tee times were. It's a scramble, starts at 9 a.m., shotgun start. I don't know who's giving anybody a shotgun.
Better not be Jay.
I'll do it.
No, better not be.
Corey says,
worse than-
can't be as bad as me. Sounds like a challenge. Challenge accepted. I'll take that. Bring it
Trent
on.
is the king of the slice. Let me just tell you that right now.
Dude, I can literally be facing this way. I'll be aiming straight and it slices all the way that way, and then I'll aim this way and it'll correct. I'm like, what's happening? So then I just shoot straight right into the woods. That's why I don't golf. I keep Callaway in business with the golf ball.
I'll say one thing. He doesn't get mad. He just laughs. So, you know.
I did used
that's
to get
good.
I used to get mad at golf, and I was like, the more mad you get, the worse you do. So it snowballs real quick.
Well,
but it's like it's golf, and it's gonna be a good cost.
But you ended up where you were playing the slice. You know, you name over here, and it'd come back.
I can
roughly
adapt.
where it's supposed to be.
I can adapt. I mean, I'm not shooting par by any means, but
Neither am I.
sometimes my putt's pretty good. I will say that. Done a lot of putt. These are all cast strength, by the way,
Yeah.
and I think the price on these should be $50 or $60. It should be pretty good.
Yeah, it should be pretty good. Did you list off the proofs on this, Trent, or no? I got 118, 120, and 117. So we're all in the 117 to 120 proof range.
Man, I'm a little bit out of my element too here. We just got done with the bourbon madness. I was all screwed up in the last video.
Yeah,
I'm
you did.
tired today.
You'll have fun watching Friday's video. Trent was a
Yeah.
little out of sorts. I had to get him in line a few times.
And I smelled it, and I didn't even say one thing about the aroma. I just went full send right into the palate.
Right into the sip, huh?
It's nice. It's a little barrely. I get this like it almost reminds me of a trail mixy, like a cranberry type of a smell.
Yeah. I like the sip, bud. I will say it bites me a little bit.
It does.
On the first sip, it's a little bitey. The proof's a little bitey. The rye content's a little bitey.
Joe, what's up, buddy? Glad to see you. 117.28 proof. These are all like 0.28, 0.16, 0.84.
Yeah.
So these are all straight out of the barrel.
There's really good molasses note in here, Trent.
Yeah.
Almost like a dark brown sugar. That's this little bit of sweetness. It's a little barrely. It's got a little barrel char in there.
Yeah,
But it's a little bitey. I will say that.
it is.
Overall, pretty good sip on that first one.
It's more of a condensed, like a nice condensed kind of profile. Almost reminds me of like a candied orange a little bit, like a burnt sugar type of a thing. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it is for sure. I like it.
And if you were one of the ones who joined us for our not even Patreon, our Discord stage that Friday night, I think we tasted 5 glasses and we all maybe said 10 words the whole time. It's like when us four get to do a pick, we're just so like in sync at this point. We can just look at each other and figure it out, which is nice because I don't like talking to people much anyways.
You know?
So
You don't?
that's more like wintergreen.
Yeah. I'm with you, Trent. It's a completely different aroma coming out of this glass and comparison
different
to the first
glasses. How are they different?
I think it was just because I don't know.
Because it flipped? No, yeah, because I did it like this.
What'd you do?
I did boom, boom, and then the middle was this.
Yeah, just as it sits.
But these are the same.
But you started here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I didn't. I started.
You started
here.
over here.
Okay.
So we're talking a couple of different things here. That's
Okay.
that's what they're saying.
Interesting. So
My
we're
bad.
so we're.
You know me, I'm always starting on my right.
I faced him this way, so now I'm all all
Thank you.
screwed up.
Thank you for straightening Trending out on that. I don't know.
I was going to say, our notes weren't very similar on the first one.
No, not really. When you came up with cranberry and this thing, I'm thinking, I'm not going to say anything, but I wasn't really following you.
Okay.
Okay, well, catch up with this one real quick. And let me know what you think. If you feel like there's like a dark brown sugar molasses little note as a sweetness, it is a little bitey to me. It was. But there's a nice barrel char in there too. I thought it was a really nice sip.
This smells sweeter than the last one, than...
It smells sweeter than this one to me.
I really screwed this up.
Just take a deep breath. It'll be fine.
So, okay.
I can go back to yours too.
I'm facing me, so this is A for me, and that's C for me.
That's right. Okay. I mean, I'm just going by, you have them poured exactly where they're sitting here, right? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's all. Okay. I can come over here with you too and catch up with you. It's fine.
Yeah, so this one, you tasted the 118.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Let me just go over here and you just keep on what you're doing. Because I know exactly where you're at. That's okay. That's all right.
Throw it out the window and try again. For real.
Oh, this one's got cranberry and...
It kind of did.
You put it in my head, yeah, it kind of does.
Now I get a little bit of a mapley type of a thing. Maple cranberries.
That one's definitely not as bitey. But since I already jumped the gun and I tasted this one, it's nothing compared to that one, in my mind.
This is better. This is better.
This one.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I'm not a big fan of this one here.
I was going to say, I like the nose and it transfers to the palate
to me,
nicely.
It's
but it's not as vibrant as I was hoping. It kind of gets overrun by the rye in here, I think.
I'm already ruined by this one because this one is half the glass of this one.
Okay. Well, shoot. Let me go to this one, and then our last one will be the middle one.
Okay. Fair enough.
Now, this smells pretty good.
Yeah.
What would he do without us? Honestly, I wouldn't be doing too good.
We've always said on the channel, I'll maintain it forever. We'll take all the help we can get because we need it. That's what I'm saying. All I can say is that the proof is a tiny bit bitey, but the sip is delicious. It really is.
This has a really strong bite at like almost all the way through. Mm-hmm. This one is a little bit like way softer. Mm-hmm. It does have a little bit of a bite at the end, but I wouldn't expect anything less from something that's almost 120.
I personally, honestly, didn't even like this one. I'm not even going to go back.
I didn't hate it.
I'm not even going back to that one.
I don't think it's as good as this one, but I didn't hate this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm going to go on. Can we go to
we
can we go to the middle glass now?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Now we're on the same one.
Okay. Yeah. I will make sure to get... Last week, I think Trent said it was getting close to bait a couple weeks. Is this about how many grams?
This was almost fruity.
Speaking of golf, Trent needs a mulligan. I need like 20 mulligans.
Trust me, he needs to pay for as many mulligans as he can get.
I thought
so do I. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
I thought that said mullet, and I was like, I definitely don't need one of those.
This is almost like a very light dusting of cinnamon with some fruity notes in there.
It reminds me of that stupid fruit cake that we tried.
Yes.
With a little bit more cinnamon on it.
Yes.
Did you end up eating that whole thing?
Nope. Your mom froze it.
So it's still upstairs?
Mm-hmm. It's in the freezer.
No.
Coming out in the next holiday.
Oh, hey, I thought you got lost.
No.
That's pretty good, too.
Wow.
Well, there's two good ones. This one can take a hike.
Yeah, we'll kick out 117
sure.
point. So this was A for me.
And that's the wild thing about doing these. I know we have a tough job, I really do, but doing these barrel picks, it'll be surprising for those of the folks that might be able to have a chance to do it. You're going to run into one or two of them that are just really not that good because it's a single barrel. It's one barrel. So when they do their master blend and all that stuff, it all comes together. But when you're trying to pick one barrel, there's a few that just are not that good.
One thing that drives me a little bit nuts about doing these samples, and maybe not even samples because we've gone to a couple picks that are like this.
Yeah.
These were both barreled on the same day, and they were bottled on the same day. And it's barrel 214, barrel 216, barrel 218.
So
Give us a little bit of a
they
variant here.
They didn't do us any favors
No.
by giving us a little variety
No.
in there. Yeah, I see that.
Just irritates me a little bit. Like when we went to JT Melik, Mia was like, I picked 4 different things and 4 different quadrants from our warehouse and like all this. She had like a whole like mental philosophy about it. It was really cool.
And so did the people in MGP.
Yeah.
We just came from there.
Yeah.
They thought about it, put some thought process into it.
Green River, Bardstown, those
Yes,
people did too.
They did too.
And I'll tell you guys, the Green River, the 2 barrels of Green River, the 2 barrels of Bardstown, the 2 barrel. We'll talk about the MGP picks, but we ended up getting 3 barrels at MGP. Wow, just unreal.
Yeah.
Okay. Since those are barrel proof currently, do you want to proof it down slightly? We usually don't proof it down if we can help it, only because when you add water to something, we're tasting it as it's going to come out, maybe with a little bit more age depending on when it's bottled.
Right.
If we add water, we don't know for sure which one is going to transfer the flavors better. One might get muted by the flavor.
Correct.
One might, like we've added water to some picks when we've been on them that just completely ruin it,
Yep.
just with like a couple little drops.
100%.
So we like to keep it as close to what we're tasting as we can. And then there's times where, like with the Green River pick we did, they'll age for another 3 months by the time they're just so backed up with their bottling process and everything else that it's going to sit for another 3 months. That's fine, but we wish it could just like, as soon as we taste it, cool, we're going to dump the barrel and we're going to send it out. Mm-hmm. So we like to avoid adding water when we can.
Yeah.
We know it would add more bottles for everybody, which would be great, but in the sacrifice of
Yeah.
how we know it's going to turn out.
Well, the bottom line is, Trenton, and I think you said it along with a lot of other things, but we want to deliver to you folks what we're tasting and what we feel is the best one. If you water it down, it's kind of it's a crapshoot what you're going to get.
I don't know if this is just me, but these aren't drinking like they're proof. And I know we just filmed the video. Mm-hmm. It seems almost like not a ton proof less, but more around the 115, 112 kind of range.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have like one you're leaning towards a bit more?
I think so.
Uh-oh.
I think so.
C has more of a pleasant nose. It's more like butterscotchy. It's got those like really condensed type of it's like those Monin syrups. If it's like a caramel or a butterscotch Monin syrup, like it's really dense and rich. It's like, I'm already down
This one's a little more fruity, Trenton.
It reminds me of Fruity
me.
Pebbles a little bit.
Yeah, it is a little fruity. I like them both.
I am working with JT Melik. They have potentially they have a 6-year coming out this year. We might be able to get one.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to work with
How
Mia
nice would that be?
on that.
Wow.
I would love the 4-year was just,
It was.
as Walker would say, it bust my teeth out. Is Walker on? I don't know if Walker's on. I haven't seen him in here yet.
All right, Trenton, what do you got? What's your decision? What's your final decision, sir?
I like them both.
I do too. I do too.
Okay, you keep riffing or something. I need a minute.
Oh boy, listen to him now.
How do you break a tie when doing a barrel pick? Honestly, we have not. Oh, Joe, you have Hoover and Stone Cold. Oof, man.
What?
Shadow. I don't know. I would rather quality over quantity. That's exactly where we're at. We want to retain the integrity of what we know we're picking is really solid. I get a smidge more fruitiness on this middle one.
Yeah. No, I do. There's no question about that.
It really reminds
Over here,
me.
I'm getting that little dark molasses, a dark kind of a burnt brown sugar. So 2 different animals, kind of. They still both have that little bit of a bite to it, but that's because of the rye content mainly. Not necessarily the proof, but that 21% rye will be a little bit bitey.
Honestly, B reminds me so much of when you have Fruity Pebbles or like Fruit Loops or some kind of fruity cereal, Trix, whatever, and you drink the milk afterwards. It's because it's got this like really nice lingering fruitiness, and I don't drink the milk when I eat cereal. I dump it down the drain because that's nasty.
All right.
And I know that's wasteful. Sorry, cows, but I like what I like.
I like them both. Well, you're drinking B an awful lot.
I'd probably go with B.
Okay.
Well, okay, hold on. We have one more pick to do, and it's not looking good for my health.
Oh, is this a barrel pick? Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm late to the stream here.
Well, I hope you got the winning lottery ticket, though,
I
honey.
did.
I promise you, if my wife wins the $1 billion, I'm going to still do YouTube. I won't do drywall anymore.
That's so nice.
I know I'm going to, but I'm not going to do drywall anymore. I'm going to quit that. I honestly could go with either one of these two. I really could.
I'm feeling the middle one a little bit more.
Okay.
Only because on this one I get a little bit of dryness that takes away from what I tasted in the middle of the palate.
All right, now, here's a surprise for you. Ready? Ready for this? Something I didn't tell you. When Kent was down here doing our conversation with Jay concerning the golf outing,
tasted them?
I didn't taste nothing. Kent went through them. In this folded up sheet of paper is Kent's choice of what he would pick out of these three. I have not looked at this
Okay.
at all. So pay attention to this. I'll give you the number. I don't even know what he wrote down here. And maybe this will help us make up our mind a little bit too. Third place, he has 214.
The one that I like the best.
Really? I'm shocked. Huh. I'm really surprised about that. In first place, he has 218.
The one we both like the least.
Well, Kent, what is going on? Well, I will say he did it in a hurry.
Can't.
And he used the same glass, and he just washed it out with some water.
Oh, that's just not acceptable.
Well, I'm sorry, Ken. I love you. You're my brother, but we're not going with 218. I'm gonna promise you that. I remember him saying that was the smoothest sip. Drink this one more time and just
Waller it around.
the bite specifically.
Bite.
Yeah, just because these two I told you like with the rye bite and stuff. The proof itself or the rye or whatever it is way less than this one. So I think in his haste, huh?
We've got Kent's fired. Damn it, Kent. Kent's broken. Kent had a bad day.
I'm really sorry. But that ain't the one we're taking, I'll promise you that. Sorry, Kent. Now what? Oh boy.
No, I think tasting this again, I like it more than this one.
I think you need to take a nap over there or something real quick.
I'm gonna sleep good tonight.
People are saying Michelle needs to be here for the.
She does. No, she does. She does. I think she's what? Babe, are you watching?
Yeah, she's the one. She's the rudder that keeps the ship straight on our barrel.
By
picks.
ship, do you mean me?
And all of us. But honestly, Trenton, I like both of these. I really love this one. I think you're spot on with the fruity notes and things like that on it too. I like B.
I'm gonna bring these home.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Michelle taste them.
I swear to God, if she picks Kent's favorite, I'm just gonna give up.
Are we gonna retire?
I think we're gonna
We might need to retire. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I know what mine is. I'll circle that one.
Oh, thanks, Virginia.
Babe, if you're watching, are you down for a? Oh, she is watching. Okay. Are you down for a little blind later or tomorrow, or something? I need to get this lady the choices.
Well,
It kind of turns around a little
it
bit.
turns a little bit. It's fruity as well.
It is at the end. I get a little bit of like a really nice sweetness at the end
Yeah.
too.
Well, I'll maintain that this one was my favorite as well. So All right. I can't drink any more of that at the moment. We can revisit it again if we have any issues.
Oh, Kyle, you don't want my opinion on those.
Honey, but while you were gone,
I need some.
that's your good. While you were gone, I spoke in your behalf and thanked everybody for their condolences and their kind words and offering for help and everything. It's the passing of your nephew, Michael. So that you know.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, this is. I'm not going to screw this pour up this time.
Hey, when we were at MGP, they had so many barrels out for us that both Trenton and I were both spitting because there's no way we could have consumed that much alcohol.
And I had to drive home.
And maintain our right mind, let's put it that way. They had so many barrels for us to check out, it was fabulous, but when I saw the lineup still left to be tasted, Trent, I was like, I need something to start spitting in because that's not gonna happen.
Uh-oh, Brett, what did I miss? What'd they do?
Hard to say.
You said they wouldn't have messed up the picks in the beginning if Rebecca would have.
Oh, no, they wouldn't have.
What'd you do?
We screwed up, honey.
See, I leave for 15 minutes and this is what happens.
Trenton lined them up from left to right. You know me, you know how I am. I am a creature of habit,
Yes,
like
you are.
nobody
You
else.
guys have no idea.
So I started as always from right to left, and he kind of lined it up left to right. So we're talking about it, and he's sipping this one, and I'm sipping this
Oh,
one.
dear God.
So he started on the
See what
side.
happens, you guys?
You would have caught it right away, I'm sure. So I'm positive of that. This time I'll ask first what side we're starting from.
We're going to start on this one.
Okay. All right.
For some reason, I'm looking at the chat and I'm just thinking it's us up here. I kind of forgot the camera was even on. So that's why I did it this way, because I'm looking at this. I'm like, oh, they're right here. They're facing me.
Thanks, Tommy boy.
Too used to being on meetings at work.
Here's
499.
whoops. Trenton's favorite well, actually not just Trenton. This is our favorite bar snack down here of all time, right here. There it is. Clancy's pretzel rods.
We are never out of those.
No, Rebecca makes sure that we always have one, and usually one in the hole, right, Trenton?
Oh.
We got one. Don't do that. Just don't. Just don't do that.
Come on, man.
One on deck. I don't know. What do you want to say? A backup? Come on, dude. Stop.
What do they call it when you're in baseball and you're behind
Yep.
the batter? On deck, right?
Yes.
Yeah. On deck.
Yes. On deck.
Look at me. Hire me already. I'm a baseball person.
Cubs had a slow start, but they've won a couple games. But they're playing the Rockies right now, and they're playing the Texas Rangers to start the season.
No,
Last-
not the Rangers.
Well, they're last year's world champions, dude. So
Who, the Rangers?
Yeah. So they lost 2 out of 3 of the
Are you sure?
games of the Rangers. I'm 100% positive. They're a good team. So they lost 2 out of 3. One game they should have won, and they gave up a home run in the 9th inning that the Rangers tied the game, and then they won in extra innings.
See, as soon as you say in the hole, LMAO, in the hole in all caps, pause.
Why is it? Is it because I'm old and everybody has fun with that, or what? I don't know.
That's what she said. You know?
You young people out there, I guarantee that's all young people responded on that.
Yes, they're all very young.
Folks my age,
All very young
folks
people.
my age aren't responding like that. They know what I'm talking about.
Well, I think some. Well, I don't know. All right, we're on Old Forester now. We'll go through this. We'll talk about some picks. We'll talk about some merch. We'll talk about
Yeah.
some perks.
All right, are we good with how you poured it? I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at comments.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Did he do it right, you guys?
Yeah, I did. So this is A, B,
Yeah, I'm with
C.
you. I'm with you.
We're good.
All right. Dude, I'm worried about you, honestly.
I need to get some Taco Bell or something. I'm hungry. Dude, okay, listen to this story.
Okay.
We had a meeting at work today, and it went for 2 hours. So usually we have one of those a month. They give us a free $50 Uber Eats voucher for the people that work remotely, and then the people that are in office get lunch catered. So I got one of those.
Well, that's awful nice of them, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So I got Oh, thank you, Sloppy Chops, for the five gifted there. That was very nice of you.
Yeah, very nice.
So I placed my order on Uber Eats, and usually when I get Uber Eats, I get B-dubs. Because it's so expensive for wings otherwise, I'm not going to pay for it myself. So if I can get, and I do enjoy them, you know, they're decent. It's 32 degrees here today and like sleeting.
Snowy, sleeting.
And how
Horrible day.
far away via car do you think B-dubs is from here? 20 minutes?
Yeah, if that. Yeah.
I put my order in, and I get a notification that my order's been submitted. They're preparing it. Then I get another notification. Somebody's picked my order up. They're on a bike.
What?
Please don't tell
32 degrees. It's sleeting,
A
and they're on a
bicycle.
bike.
You're telling me a bicycle?
It said bike on the thing.
That can't be true.
And I'm looking at the thing, and you can see where the location is, and it's going real slow. So it had initially said 12:30. It got delivered at 1:10. It was not a bike, though. Thankfully.
Somebody called for help.
Maybe. I was like, you're serious? This dude's going to be on a bike in the sleet on 49 trying to deliver my beaters.
I'm thinking they made a mistake because they're just trying to get everyone they can get. They're probably thinking it's downtown. You know, they could just zoom a few blocks here and there on the bike and deliver people's lunches. They're ordering for the businesses downtown.
Driving me nuts.
So maybe they just didn't look at your exact address, got on the bike and went, wait, what am I doing?
Well, and then I got the cameras on my house, so I got a notification that somebody pulled up in the driveway, and a red car pulled up. I was like, okay, good. It's not a good environment out today to be biking.
No, not in the slightest.
Anyways.
Yes,
That's the car that left, I think.
Red?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my Uber Eats.
Because I had just pulled up and came in the house, and then I saw a red car, but it had Illinois plates on it.
Yeah.
Huh.
This smells pretty freaking good.
I know. This lends to some fruity notes, too.
It's like right when you pop open a bag of Skittles. Hey, speaking of,
I
Mom.
swear.
Oh, I'm not good. I'll knock
No,
over
you got it. I promise.
Don't do that.
Trent,
Don't
I'm
do that.
telling you right now.
You got
I'm
it.
not good.
Trust me.
Don't trust
I'm
him.
gonna knock over your
Don't trust him.
computer or
That's
something's
fine.
gonna happen.
I got Apple.
Oh, man, that's scary.
See, look at that. Texas Rangers hit me up.
Oh, my God.
Okay, well, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Sports isn't my thing either, so that's where you got it from.
If you want to see him out in the outfield throwing his mitt up in the air, his baseball glove up in the air about 10 feet in the air and catching it and not paying attention and taking his cup out of his pants and throwing
That's
that
what it was.
around.
It wasn't his mitt, it was his cup. Sorry, Trent.
Can you hand me 3 new glasses? I set my
You
glasses
don't
down,
talk about it.
and I don't know what order I put them up in.
Yours?
Yeah,
You're out of your mind. Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
What just happened?
I don't know what's going on with Trenton today.
I turned my head and just, it all goes to, you know what?
Yeah, I don't know what order that was in.
Okay, Trent, I'm going to give you A, B, and C. Okay? A, B, C.
Okay.
All right.
So what was H7? That was 116.
Oops, that's E, I guess, not B. On my glasses, huh? There you go. A, B, C.
Robert? What are the odds he just shifted the order? Yeah, very very high. That's okay. So that's A. B is H8.
Well, you wrote it down. That's good.
Yeah, I did. Whoa, what happened? So nothing good. Skittles distraction, 100%.
That's what it was.
F 44.
Okay.
Okay, since I am on one today, I'm gonna face mine towards me.
Do that,
I have
please.
them written down.
Please.
I know what A is. I know what B is. I know what C is.
All right.
We just can't keep the rails on tonight. No, we cannot.
No, yeah, it happens.
Eddie, when his grandma saw him do that at his baseball game, she was mortified.
Grandma saw that?
Ooh, she did, yeah.
She did? She was there for that?
Yeah, I was really bored. I didn't really like sports.
How many times have you heard Trenton in his lifetime when he was a kid say, I'm
Oh
bored?
my God.
Millions? For sure.
Yeah, it was not fun. All right, well, let's go to A here. See, this is nice because we're going from cast strength and it's a little bit more mellow.
That's a lovely. It's It's got those fruity tones in it still, Trenton.
It's like vanilla. I get
But
quite a bit of vanilla.
there's some vanilla, and I'm gonna taste it again. But there's just a hint of something earthiness in there, like a leather, but just a hint. So where it's more supporting than anything else, it's really really nice.
Apparently, I did place them down in the correct order, but I'm not taking any chances tonight.
I know this time around.
A. Okay. I usually don't get as much of a earthy kind of tone from an Old Forester product.
I only had one bottle, and you said I gave you one, and I don't even remember that at all, to tell you the truth. I know I gave Caleb one, Kent's son Caleb, because he really loves these Old Forester Black Label single barrels, and it was 100 proof, I'm telling you. And I just wasn't a huge fan, and you know, he's my nephew, he's a good kid. So that one there lent a lot to me, to the leather notes and things like that in that particular barrel.
Yeah.
And he loved it, and I said you could have it.
Yeah, you gave me a 90 proof Old Forester.
I don't even remember that. I really don't.
Well, we were doing the Old Forester blend when we got the 1924, and I was like, oh, I have a Black Label in the basement. And I drove home and brought it back, and it was 90 proof. And I was
Yeah,
like, well,
you
that's
did.
not going to cut it.
Yeah, you did. And I don't even remember having that or giving it to you, either one.
I mean, why would we try and follow at this point WTF? I mean, stuff happens, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, we do the best we can. That's the important thing.
I sent you a sample of one that's straight banana bread tea, stone cold. Steve, when did you send that one? I remember trying that. Was that after Kent's basement?
These are pretty good.
That's like straight bananas Foster,
Oh
man.
man, it's wonderful. It's
Like
lovely.
that doesn't have the earthy tones that
No,
that
not
beet
on,
does.
not in the aromas at this point. That's really really nice. Really nice.
Wow. I hope that transfers. Oh. This is one of those that you could sit down for an hour.
That's a nice one.
Wow.
That's really nice.
That's nice. I do like
Two good ones so far. That's a good thing.
A's just a little bit out of character. I don't hate it at all. It's just when I think of Old Forester, I
Sure.
think of like this really beautiful, almost
Sure.
like a, what's that thing? This little toy when we blew those bananas up with this thing,
Yep.
caramelized. I get like a really nice caramelized banana here. That's nice.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. That was a
Yeah.
wonderful sip.
Okay, I don't know that C's gonna top it.
I don't see how it can, but you never know.
That's different too.
Is it?
Smell, give that a whiff.
Wow, that is hammered down banana runs.
It is.
It's just like solid candy-ish banana runs.
Tell everybody it's terrible. I need one of these. It's just awful. Yeah, whatever one we pick,
Right.
it's just gonna be bad.
Yeah.
So just
We're obviously off
tread
our
lightly.
game. We're off our game, obviously. So it's,
Huh?
we're off our game,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah,
so
yeah.
that's for sure.
I don't know what I'm doing up here, so it's rough.
Hey, there's good days and bad days. That's just life.
Matt Claren, I want to meet your wife because that's probably my favorite.
I want to meet
Dessert
Matt's
as
wife
well.
too.
Bananas Foster rock.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is great. What's that restaurant we used to get it at? No, it wasn't even Bananas Foster, but it was. What's that one you want to go to at where the South Lake Mall is? You want to go back to it?
Cooper's Hawk?
Cooper's Hawk. What is that dessert that I
that
just
was
thought?
banoffee.
Oh,
I don't know what that was.
oh,
Ben, these are all 100 proof.
otherworldly experience.
I'll put these up here just so everybody can see them. These aren't in order, so don't think that they're in order. These are all 100 proof. We did the cast strength. I think we did two cast strengths last time. This year, we're doing the 100 or the 100 proof. I'm trying to get a rye too, so that we can kind of have all
that'd
of the
be-
yeah.
I'm not a massive rye
Yeah.
lover. That Old Forester rye that you got for me, that pick that you got for me,
Yeah, dude.
is really good.
I don't know how it happened, but I have 3 Old Forester ryes on different warehouses.
Gee, oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they're all incredible. I have them all open. I don't even know what the heck happened.
Wow.
but they're really good.
Did you sip the last one yet?
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost synthetic banana to me.
Yeah.
It's almost like synthetic banana.
There's something about it that's a little bit. Kevin, we need to meet Trenton's wife. Oh wait, Kevin.
Which Kevin is that?
Katie, I think you do need to learn to make bananas Foster, and I will also give you $100 for a pan of those cherry bars.
Is that Mrs. Old Tractor
It is.
Garage?
It
Mrs. Old
is.
Tractor Garage. Listen to this now. Hang on, Mrs. Old Tractor Garage. I gotta share this with you. I screenshot a cocktail recipe because you so graciously gave me that thyme liqueur, the herbal. I'm talking about the herb
Yeah.
thyme liqueur, Ferrajul or whatever it's called. So this one is, and I'm going to do it because believe it or not, I've got actual organic carrot juice here, but it's 2 ounces of gin, 3/4 ounce of carrot syrup. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make that.
What?
I'm gonna make that carrot juice that I've been saving into a syrup. 3/4 ounce of the thyme liqueur, 3/4 ounce of lemon juice, and 3 dashes of celery bitters. I'm trying it without question.
Do you have carrot in here?
It's under there. Carrot. There's a
Oh, is
carrot.
it that organic stuff?
Yeah, it's the carrot juice.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
under there somewhere. Yeah. Anyways, I apologize for that. I'm definitely giving that a shot.
Oh, who's going to bed? Robert. Gotta run. Keep them honest. Good night. Good night, Robert.
Yep. Thanks for joining us, Robert. We appreciate it.
Sorry, we're gonna go off the rails yet again. Next time I go visit Matt and Katie, hey, did you have that beet daiquiri that I made? It was beet juice
I did.
daiquiri.
That was your old house.
Holy
That was your old.
cow.
That was pretty.
It's
good.
like, ooh, what the heck is that, man? Dude,
I
that's
know.
good. It's
Yeah.
Jamaican rum, beet juice, vanilla syrup, and
Yeah.
lime juice.
I remember.
Incredible.
She said, what gin would you pick?
Oh, for that, I'd pick something that was a little bit. I wouldn't pick a London Dry. For that, I would pick something that's a little bit more moderate, like the Plymouth Gin, Tanqueray 10, something around those lines. Anything like that. Just not. I wouldn't pick a London Dry. I definitely would not pick a Beefeater. I wouldn't pick anything that's juniper heavy.
No Monkey 46. Ford's? Ford's is a pretty good neutral one, I think, yeah?
Ford's, I like Ford's.
Yeah, I like Ford's gin.
But Ford's is a London Dry.
Let me see what Mike said.
Can't go off the rails if you're never on them in the first place. That's true.
Well,
That's absolutely true.
You have a
That's so
point.
true.
You have a point.
Anyways, this last one, you know, it's good.
Yeah, no, that's my first out.
That'll
I
also
think
be
it's a
my first
decent sip. I just thought it was synthetic banana.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I got. To me, it doesn't compare to the first two that we had.
No.
So I'm going to go back to it right now. I'm leaning towards B as
As
being
am I.
my favorite.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm going to sip A. I just did a second ago. I'm going to do it again.
Would you put the Doritos liquor in it? I've been trying to find a Doritos liquor.
I want one so bad.
Plain Hendrix, more cucumber forward.
Sure.
That's probably really
Sure.
good.
Yeah. I've never, believe it or not, I've never had a Hendrix. And it's weird, but I've never
Really?
had, no, I've never had a Hendrix gin.
Just so everybody knows, we're flip flopped, so don't look at
You are?
this is both C, and we're just in different orders.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little unique that way.
Well, I don't know. For me, Trenton, B just takes the day. It's that banana Foster's. It's a little bit of cinnamon. It's that bruleed banana. It feels more put together, well balanced.
All day.
Yeah, yeah.
B's gonna be
I
the
do.
one.
I do like this one. I do like.
So B is actually these are all warehouse H.
Okay.
The B though is floor 8. The other two are floor 7. So there is there is an outlier, and we did go with the one that wasn't on floor 7. So I don't know when these are going to come out.
Well, I don't mean to interrupt you, but remember when we had the old, excuse me, pickups. The Old Forester picks last year, they took a while.
Yeah, they did.
They took a while. Now, it might not be like that this year, but last year it did. It took several months.
Yeah, and these are going through Curiata, so these aren't going through Harry. There's going to be state limitations. I don't know what those are yet. I will find out as soon as I can. I wish we could just go back to them and say, hey, we'll take all three. Honestly, I wouldn't pick this one, even if we could get all three. I don't know that it's the best representation of Old Forester 100 proof.
No.
I think that these are. This is by far the best one. This one's pretty decent. Yeah, this was a clear winner, I think.
I do too.
Kind of lights out.
Yeah, I don't have any issue with that whatsoever.
Kurt burps. Did you burp?
No, it was a hiccup, man, from freaking.
Oh, somebody said
I do
roll.
burp though, but I try to keep it in. I'm a little bit weird about, right? Hank? I'm a little bit weird about.
Yeah, you are. Bodily functions.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just
yes.
not around other people. That's just downright rude.
What?
You heard what I said.
It's always an interesting time in the car on our way to barrel picks. I'm just letting them fly all over. It's just,
No.
I'm not. If my stomach's hurting, I'm not going to hold it in. Or I'm just whatever.
He needs to.
Okay. What else do you have? Talk about the registration. Hole sponsors. You want to go back to
No,
that?
this is just golf outing
Okay.
stuff. So don't worry about all this stuff. This is our conversation we have with Kent and Jay.
What's that?
Did you talk about the spam?
Yes.
I did, honey. Yeah, we made note of that too as well.
What did you ask them what they thought about taking it off of Facebook altogether?
I didn't ask their opinion, if you can, and then she raises a good point. I did say that I am thinking about not even having a Facebook, but there's a lot of people that follow us there, and I like for folks to know, especially when we're going to have meet and greets and things like that, and get-togethers and so forth. But it's just,
It's getting ridiculous.
it's really difficult. It's really
And
hard.
we don't want you guys being taken advantage of
Yeah,
by somebody,
it's really hard.
not knowing that it's truly spam. So.
Yeah. I will tell you this. I think my wife and I are going to be, Rebecca and I are going to be in Arizona again, April 17th through the 24th. And my friend Scott, who is one of the managers of Trevor's Liquor, evidently they opened up a brand new store down there. So I don't know if my Arizona peeps are online right now, Eric or Justin or any of those guys, but I take it they opened up a brand new location. They had 2 that I knew of already. Now they're supposed to have 3. And Scott, my friend Scott, who's a high-ranking manager in the company, reached out to me about possibly doing an event at their new store. So we are working through that. It should be, babe, can you look on your phone? Friday or Saturday? What are those dates? April, Friday. The Friday. It's going to either be on Friday after work or Saturday.
19th or 20th.
And the 19th or 20th, I'm going to be at Trevor's, the new location, wherever that is, at Trevor's Liquor in Arizona, for a few hours, hanging out and talking to folks. And Scott even said he's going to set up like a bourbon tasting
Oh, that's cool.
during that time, kind of make it a thing.
Yeah.
So I thought
That's
that
neat.
was super neat. I do have this too as well. If I can get your opinion on this, this is not George T. Stagg. This is my old bottle that was emptied. And what was that, Trent? 2018 bottle? Mm-hmm. This is what, I didn't quite fill it up, but this is the infinity bottle for the Bourbon Madness tournament. So we won't do it today. We're not really set up for it. But next month when we get together, or is next month when we get together, the bourbon or the blind box?
Yeah. So okay, that's a good segue actually. This month is gonna be a little different because we're gonna be doing this. So the live stream that you're watching right now is March's. So we still have to do an April one, and then on April 28th, we're doing a live rum barrel pick with Dan from Grander Rum.
That's gonna be so much fun.
So this will be the first time we've ever done something really with anybody on a live stream down here. Mm-hmm. We're not, and not to say we're not persons or whatever, but we usually don't accept invitations for like other people's live shows and everything. We just kind of like to keep it like a family thing. So this will be the first time that we've ever done something like this. I think it'll be pretty cool. First time we're meeting him also. So Grander Rum is going to be on April 28th, and then we have another Patreon live stream sometime this month. I don't know when that is. You're gone. We might just have to make it April 28th on a Sunday, so I'm not sure yet. We are gone a lot in April, and then you're gone on vacation, so we got a lot of stuff in the air. We got to figure that out. But the couple samples we've had of Grander Rum have been
Delicious.
blow me out of the water.
Really. It's extreme. It's wonderful. So we were actually invited to go to Panama, right?
Yep.
But we decided not to make the trip to Panama.
we just don't have passports.
No.
I don't know. You want some Skittles?
Oh, sure. Thanks, man. That's good. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, anyways, for those of you who are interested, and I know some folks aren't, but what I normally do is we take 4 winners of whoever is on the live stream. Trent will do his little thing that he does on there, and we'll pick 4 different folks of the winners, and I'll split this up 4 ways and send it to you free of charge. And that is the infinity bottle for the Bourbon Madness tournament.
Was a new date decided on for the Patreon? Salty, what's up, buddy? I don't know. Okay, so for the patron blind, as of right now, the poll, the majority vote is for Friday, May 10th at 8 p.m.
You listen, honey?
Yep.
So
I know you are.
we'll be doing that. We still have not started filling sample bottles or anything. So, and we're gone a good amount in April, so we're gonna have to figure that out and make sure we can get that done for everybody. It's gonna be a good time. April 10th, it's gonna be a Friday, like our usual live streams at the end of the month are. That'll be Friday, May 10th at 8 p.m. If you're unable to join us, the playback will be available. We will try and make sure that there are no spoilers as to what may have been in the boxes. If you ordered more than 1 box, it's a little bit different because what we did is we have the same sample 1 through 3, and then 4, there's going to be a 4A or a 4B. Unfortunately, our plans and the strings we were trying to pull and the favors we were trying to cash in on, they did not come to fruition, so we had to do things a little bit differently. We still think that it's going to be an awesome blind. I'm really excited for it. We put a lot of time and effort into accumulating these bottles. And I think the one last year was good, and we decided, based on some feedback that y'all had, to up the ante a little bit with the price, and we hope that we delivered. A lot of acid reflux happening right now. I apologize. But let's see. You have anything else on that front?
No.
We're a little bit past the hour. I know you like to keep it at an hour, and it's a Wednesday, so we all got to get up early for work. Yes?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, honey. Do you have that here? Do you have that?
No, do you want me to go get it?
Sure. Go ahead, buddy.
While this
You
is,
like a bowl?
Heck yeah.
I'll try. I'll have a little bit. I'm not a big
Yeah, you are.
ice cream fan. All right, so here's what we got coming up. We have Woodford Double Oaked. We got 1 barrel of Woodford Double Oak. I'm not entirely sure when that's coming out.
That's
I
gonna be
have
fun
yet to
pick.
hear about delivery. We already picked it.
Yeah, that was fun.
We already picked that. I don't know when it's going to be arriving, but it should be within the next couple of weeks, hopefully. We have 2 barrels of Green River. That is a straight bourbon at cask strength. We have 2 barrels of a Bardstown, Virginia Cherrywood Zebra Barrel Rye. We are the second group in the country to be able to do one of these, and we got 2.
And it was such a great tasting. That was so much like outside the box. It was just, it's really, really great stuff. Really neat. Really neat. We'll get more into that. We'll get to more into that another time.
All right. I got some sour in my cut. I was changing outlets last night.
Yeah, I've been pulling up carpet. I got some wax on the end of my finger from the strips there.
I was trying to remove one of the wires from from the screws, and I just jammed the screwdriver right in my finger. Man. Let's see what else we got. barrel pick wise. We have the Tumbling Dice. We have the Old Forester.
Tell them where we're going here this month. And it just not too long from
This month we are going to ASW to do a toasted bourbon or a rye pick. I'm going to try and pull some strings to get several more. Ooh, no paper cut. That's literally not at all what I said. Toasted bourbon or a rye, maybe a couple barrels. We're going to try and pull some strings there. And then we have 13th Colony on, the next week at some point also. So we got 13th Colony. I don't know what we're picking, if it's a rye or a bourbon. It's going to be cask strength, and it's going to be very limited because it's 13th Colony. So that'll be interesting to see that.
Yep.
We just got back from MGP last week. Was it last week?
Yeah, it was, when, honey? Week and a half ago? Last week? Week and a half?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that.
So we picked an 8-year rye from MGP. This is under the Rossville Union label, and this was the darkest, one of the darkest things I've ever seen. As soon as we got in this conference room, we toured MGP, and this was like, you've been to a distillery, you've checked out how they operate. Sometimes you kind of know this was like just a whole other. This was a factory.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's a different feel than any other distillery we've ever been to.
Usually you're walking through distillery, you see people on machines and everything. This was like 5 floors of fermenters, of stills, of all this equipment. We did not see one person the entire time. It was really neat. So we got that, and then we did, it's another 8-year, I think it was a 9-year actually. I'll have to double check. This is a barrel specifically for the Riley's charity event that's going to be taking place this year in October. So we should have plenty of barrels, and then whatever some folks donate as well. So these are 2 barrel. I think it's 8-year MGP for the Patreon group, 9-year MGP for the charity event. Both 95.5 MGP rye. So that'd be really cool.
It was great too.
And then, if you guys read into some of the, how do you call it, the new whiskey releases, bourbon releases, that kind of thing, Penelope is coming out with something called the Family or the Estate Collection. This is happening, I think, later in the year. But we picked a 10-year bourbon for this thing, and we were right behind Breaking Bourbon. So again, we're like the second people to ever do this kind of pick under this new label that's coming out.
And we didn't request that. That's just what they pulled for us, which was extremely nice of them to do.
And I was texting Danny at MGP. He's one of the, or at Penelope. He's one of the co-founders of Penelope. And I'm sitting in my bed at like 11 p.m. and I was like, hey, what do you have, that we can potentially choose from? And he I saw the little bubbles come up for like 5 minutes, and he's like, well, we have a 10-year MGP bourbon. I was like, okay. I was like, can we do that?
Very nice.
And he's like, yeah. So this will be just under $100. I think it's going to be $94.99 or $99.99. Just depends. But, I mean, seriously, we picked this thing right from the rick house, right out of the barrels. It was like the 5th floor of some old rick house that was built in the early 1900s.
It was wild. We were right there in the rick house tasting the barrels. They had for us the 10-year barrels. It was a great time. Really treated us very well. Yeah,
we got to try some things that we can not tell you about, that were really neat. It was like 13 to 15 year. That was not American whiskey that Penelope just put in their bottles and everything. It was really neat. Are there auctions for the charity live stream? So I think for the charity live stream this year, what we're going to do is we're going to partner with Unicorn Auctions for the barrel of MGP.
Oh, okay.
And then we're going to go through us again for Carlos was very kind last year, donated a George T. Stagg, and we had Katie donated a Blanton's Gold, and so many generous people. We're going to go that route again too, I think.
And I probably got 6 or 8 bottles already in the office over here.
I have a couple as well.
Stacked up from people that's already donated for the Riley's charity drive.
And I don't know that we could say, hey, let's double what we already did last year. We're going to try and hit 300K. So I'm trying to talk to distilleries to partner up on that thing. But before this ice cream melts, what are we doing with this ice cream?
Well, what I wanted to do, and bear with me because I'm kind of the sentimental type, but our good friend Bill.
Briars?
Billy Cannon.
Okay.
Billy Cannon sent us this bottle. Bill is one of our patron members. He is in Discord under Corvette Bill. And he sent an extremely sweet letter here. And Bill, I read every word of it, and you're just too kind. You're just too kind, and we appreciate you being part of the family just as much as you appreciate being a part of the family. And nobody asked Bill to do this at all. He did this out of the kindness of his heart. So this particular bottle, Trenton, I don't even know how to pronounce this. It's Amarula. This is a Marula fruit cream. And it is a bottle, it's a product of South Africa. Bill had a very good friend of his from South Africa, but unfortunately that particular individual has passed away, which is very sad. And it was one of Bill's very best friends, and he misses him quite a bit. And he also has this, a few other things from South Africa, and he sent this to us so we could enjoy it ourselves. And it was something he did for his, it's kind of like a for his friend, to a sentimental attachment to his friend that passed away. And he sent it to us, which he claimed was between us and the community, which you guys are, which is just amazing community in our patron group. It's his new family, and that's how he portrays it. And he's retired, has been retired 8 or 9 years, and he really is enjoying being a part of this community. He mentioned in the bottom of his letter that he sent along with this bottle that he enjoys this particular core the best when poured over vanilla ice cream. So we're going to try that because that's what Bill wanted.
I'm nervous.
You should be. It's very fruity. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm all over it.
And not
If it has anything to do with ice cream,
did you plug it up there?
I don't know. You need to look at it. I don't have my glasses on. Maybe I need to shake it.
Yeah, you might need to give that a little shaky there.
My bad. I don't know. It's not something I'm
Doesn't sound like it's moving. I'm not hearing any viscosity in there.
What do you think, Trenton? Huh. Well, I'm sorry, Bill, if I'm doing this the wrong way. This is last minute. This came in.
Yeah,
Literally 30 minutes before we came downstairs.
Oh, that's not gonna work.
I think
I'm just gonna jam this down in here.
yeah, I think so. It smells wonderful.
Oh,
Super
that's
fruity.
there's like a.
There's
It's like
something
kind of
there.
solidified on the top there.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Maybe we should have thought twice about this and had the chance just to kind of.
Is that a cream liqueur?
It is.
I wonder if it's like. That's kind of clumpy.
Well, maybe we won't be able to do it. I'm sorry, Bill. But I am going to work on this, and I'm going to try to get this where we need to be able to enjoy it. But more than anything else, I appreciate your diligence and your effort to send this to us. And
fruit.
your letter I will keep. I will promise you that. It's very, very nice of you to do that for us.
No, I didn't leave it outside.
No, this came directly to me, but I think what happened, in all honesty, is that, as Trent mentioned before, it's 30 degrees out here, it's snowing, everything else. I think it needs time to acclimate. I legitimately brought this from outside just shortly before we came down here. So,
Oh, I didn't know. Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
I think the inclement weather has challenged us a little bit to try this bottle tonight, so I apologize for that.
Somebody said belated April Fool's.
I wanted to. I really, really wanted to. I really did. So I'm sorry to do that. It didn't work out, but I will definitely be doing that at a later time once it acclimates and all that good stuff here. You saw the bottle's still a little cold too,
Yeah.
so that's probably
Yeah,
the
I do
problem.
usually get ice cream with a fork, Mom.
I didn't know this.
Mm-hmm.
How I
A
didn't know
fork?
this.
Ice cream and soup with a fork.
Well, I know the soup. I've seen
Yeah.
you do it many times, which drives me out of my mind.
Mm.
So
Listen, eating soup is all about efficiency.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you're worried about the liquid being too hot, you can't eat it as quickly.
Well, you know me, I like it piping hot.
Yes, I do know that.
I like to see the steam coming off my food.
Okay. Trying to think what else for barrel picks. I owe everybody a merch update as much as I want to avoid this. I'm getting word. So what we did, because the prices of shipping have been like just astronomical. Trey needs to be studied. Ice cream with a fork. I'll get studied. Amarula doesn't spoil it. It's probably frozen. Okay. Trent, random question. Did you ever make it to the Valpo Sandwich City? What is that? I think that's new. Loman Fox, I think, lives in Valpo.
Oh, yeah?
He was telling me about the new Red Deli, whatever that's going.
Oh, I heard.
Red's
Is it
Deli.
open?
I don't think it's open yet.
Okay. I heard it's coming.
We were talking about some different places downtown.
Okay.
What was I talking about?
Yeah, something you don't want to talk about.
Oh, the merch, yeah. So what I did is I lumped in the flasks, I lumped in the caps, I lumped in the black Glencairns, and I lumped in the rocks glasses into the same shipment so that we could save a little bit of money, because it was like
astronomical.
If I split it up in different shipments, it was like
Right.
$5,000 to $10,000.
It was crazy.
So I promise that they are arriving. I was told that they are shipping either April 10th or the 15th, along with all of the other merch for this year. And then I have the sample for quality assurance approved and everything for the unit tier gets the Glen Carey case. It's all leather, gold foil etching in it. It's got a velvet lining in it. It's really nice. I got that all done. That should be done here probably around the end of April. And then we have a couple other items that are going to be available that aren't patron things. We got a blind kit with they're going to be black Glencairns A, B, C, D. So that if you want to do a blind, you can't get influenced by the color and like all this other stuff. This is all hand blown glass, black opal. It's very nice stuff.
It is.
I've gone back and forth a lot trying to make sure that it's actually solid. But I will make an update on Patreon as soon as I get a tracking number with all of this stuff. I think at the end of the day, because we already have the leather for the flasks and we have the boxes for the flasks. So I think once it all gets delivered, I should have about 200 boxes in my driveway with all of the perks for everybody. Probably a little bit more that we're gonna have to sort through and get everything done. So, yeah, I apologize it has taken so long. I promise it'll be worth it. Once the flasks go out, you should get every other perk or your merch item for this year along with it. So you're kind of getting a 2-for-1 deal, even though it's been
Right.
about a year and a half since I started the flask project.
You thought it was a good idea.
It's still a good idea. It's just taking a little bit longer. Taking a little bit longer than
you
expected.
There you
Yeah. So I think it'll be good. Do you have the shipping peanuts? I do. We got a ton of peanuts there.
go. We can do the
We're
peanuts.
running a little bit low, surprisingly. We got about 100 bags left. We've gone through about 150 bags
Wow.
so far this year. The big question is, did Trent try the Heath bar? I did try the Heath bar.
You did?
I actually thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, he did.
I'm not gonna lie, it was really nice.
Yeah, I finished it, but he tried it.
I wouldn't go out and buy one, but if somebody offered me one, I'd be like, yeah, sure, I'll eat it.
I would,
I'm trying to think, guys. Is there anything else that I might have missed that's kind of up in the air? Thoughts, questions, concerns? Anything else? I don't want to take up too much of your Wednesday evening. What other questions did I miss? You gonna try the sparkling hot dog water? What? Did you get sparkling hot dog water?
no, somebody sent me. Was that Buck? Who sent me? Is that Bucky?
It was probably Bucky.
Sent me something's coming out. There is actually like a sparkling seltzer hot dog water or something like that.
That's pitiful.
Yeah, it's
Oof.
probably not for me. Probably not for me.
Yeah, I shouldn't have eaten that ice cream. I'm already starting to feel it. I think I'm lactose intolerant.
First rule of Project Flask Club, don't ask about Project Flask Club.
Yeah, don't ask about Flask Club. SLB tries, we've honestly just have not had a ton of time to film any of those. We got some
Yeah.
good ideas. Hopefully we can get back to filming some of those, but just as of right now, it's a little bit difficult to get that stuff filmed and edited in a proper manner. We don't want to kind of
We don't want to cheapen it.
there you go. Yeah, you know what I was trying to say.
No, we don't want to. We don't want to do that. We'd rather not put out anything than put something out that's quick and cheap and
Yeah.
there's thought into it.
Is there a way to donate bottles for the charity? If you want to message us on Discord, Patreon, shoot us an email. You can message Kurt on Facebook or Instagram or
Yes, you can.
anywhere. We'll try and get to that. And we'll tell you kind of where to send it and everything. We'll start accepting those now. That way we can kind of get a little bit more prepared. So when the time does come, we'll get all that stuff figured out, and that'll be a little bit easier.
Yep.
Any more golden tickets going out?
Heck yeah.
We'll put a golden ticket in one of the Green River / Bardstown's ones, since there's 2 barrels of each. Some folks will have a little bit more of a chance to get some. So that'll be going out. And then, what did I say? There was another question. I just saw it. Where'd it go? Any update on SLB tries? And have access to JAD American Single Malt. If Kurt is interested, I can send him a nice sample. Let me know. Thank you, Patchy. I think do you still have some Jack Daniel's American Single Malt?
Somewhere, I think.
Okay.
Things are in a little bit of shambles down here, but I do believe I have one. It's a bottle that you got for me somewhere.
Oh, I got that for you? Look
I
at
think
me.
So. I believe so. I got it.
Yeah, I'm sitting on carpet padding.
How's that?
Oh, do you want to talk about that?
What's
What's happening down here? We could like document that for the folks and whatnot.
Yeah, we can. If you want to for patron only. Well, here's a good point too. Who all saw the new short that came out just recently? Have you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I did too. My oldest son Kyle, him and Trenton have been working together, and Kyle has the time available, and he has a similar technological mind like Trenton does. So he is going to be helping us with shorts on YouTube, and then eventually here in a month or so, he's going to transfer that also into reels on Instagram. But Kyle and I already talked about possibly tracking our progress on our remodeling down here in the basement. We're actually going to be doing quite a bit of remodeling in the basement bourbon bar, and we're going to do a little bit. My wife's a little sad. She's a little sad. But we're going to do, we're going to keep you updated only for Patreon, though. Only for Patreon. I'm not putting it on YouTube, right? Mm-hmm. So only our Patreon group. And we'll do some videos here and there, and we'll keep you updated on what's happening down here and the updates and so forth.
Yeah, we have not really done shorts much, so we're still kind of getting the hang of it. And
we're figuring it out.
All that other stuff.
We're just figuring it out. Trenton's at a spot, like I said, we both work full-time plus. So for Trent to do anything more than what he's doing right now is just not feasible. And Kyle does have the extra time, and he's very excited about it. So he is taking on that responsibility of the shorts, and I'm sure he will learn as he goes along too, and it'll grow. It'll grow as we go. So it's going to be a fun time.
Yeah. Scott said shorts of the construction would be great. I agree. I think it'd kind of be cool to see the progression.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the bar crawl next year right now, or save that until?
Now we can save it.
Okay.
That's fine.
And then a couple other things I saw. Only Dreams for Android, the beta signups went out. I can post a link in the Discord or something later, but even if you sign up, you're not going to get an invite until the beta is ready, so probably beginning to mid-May is when that's going to be happening. So stay tuned for that. We're working as quick and as hard as we can. We're a very small operation at the moment, so
I've been putting a lot of time into that, so hopefully it'll come to fruition soon.
A lot of late nights with him. It's been rough.
You have no idea.
Yeah, I do feel bad, but
Welcome, David McIntyre.
who? Wait, what?
First
Patreon live stream. Now I know what I'm.
Right.
Yeah, welcome, David. It's nice to have you. There's gonna be 2 more of these this month. Bar crawl. Yeah, we'll save that for the April one. Give you guys a little sneak peek of what might be happening. But
Pub
yeah.
crawl.
That's all I have. We are 30 minutes past how we.
Yeah, we're an
usually
hour
like
and a
to
half in, so we're going to cut it off here. We appreciate you joining us. And again, please take my apology for. There's nothing we can do about a crisis. Emergencies, things like that happen in families. But I apologize for canceling last week at last minute's notice. But I appreciate everyone.
Grape
Thanks,
ones, man.
thanks.
These are all grape. I hate grape Skittles. Grape and orange are literally the. Seriously, I don't like no. Take those. You got to get the stoplight ones, and that's it.
I'm in the middle of trying to say something that was,
Sorry, I'm excited. Irritated.
We thank you for being so flexible and so kind in all the process too. So especially for my wife, and that means a lot to me personally. So thank you everybody for joining us tonight. We'll be with you a couple more times in April, right?
Yeah,
So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll talk to you very soon. So you have a great night and a better day tomorrow, and we'll see you later.
I have to edit. I have to end this thing here.
Well, get over there.
See, I told you I'm out of my loop here.
You are. You had a rough night.
For real.